chance to join. Hopefully, a few people will be signing in.
Hopefully so.
I'm Leah,
I'm Steve.
and I am also Frugal Vagabond, which if you are watching on YouTube or TikTok, you probably already know that.
Yep. There's Heather. Hello, Heather.
Hi, Heather. We're on the Ultimate World Cruise, the big one, the 9-month-long one from Royal Caribbean.
Hello, Robin. Hello,
I might need a hair tie.
Viper Gal.
Hi, Robin.
Ooh, interesting name, Viper Gal. Like that.
How you
Hello.
So we're talking about the Ultimate World Cruise updates, and of course,
Veggie burger.
any questions you might have. I'm trying to make sure that my necklaces are not touching my microphone. I call this little girl goes and tries on all of her mom's jewelry at once.
Okay.
That's the look I'm going for today. Hi, Veggie Burger. Hi, Leela. 2639. Hi, Jack. I am not sure who's over on YouTube, but we've got
Hello,
one over
Frank.
there.
Hello. Hey.
The accountant.
The
Hey.
accountant.
It's my buddy Tim.
Hello, Tim.
I told him we were doing a live stream today, and he said he was gonna
Awesome.
watch. So
Awesome.
thank you,
Glad you're here,
for
Tim.
joining. Douglas, Marla. Okay, so
Another day, another Doug.
we have had some the last couple of days.
Yes, we have.
Amazing last couple of days. So, 2 days ago, we were in Southampton,
Yes, we were.
and we had, for those of you who are following along, ND was here with us for the last 16 days before that.
She
and
was.
She was going home in Southampton, so we had to say goodbye to her.
Yeah. It was a sad day.
It was a sad, well, partially sad. That she had to leave very early in the morning.
Yeah.
Because that's when the transfer was.
Yeah.
And in addition, Beth Ann, who has also been following us from the beginning, showed up in Southampton, so we all got to spend some time with her.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to Kira, Joseph, Patsy, Richard, Marlo, Patricia, Rock. Hi.
This is fantastic.
I can't keep up with all of you, but it's good to see you
It
all.
says 214. Oh
Right.
my gosh. 26.
Anyway,
Thank you for all showing up. We love this.
So
This is awesome.
Beth Ann spent the day here.
Yes.
We had other plans for the day. We were not spending the day in Southampton like she was with the other, and she had a tour of the ship planned. I am going to have to go in and get a hair tie or something.
Yes, you probably will.
It's driving me crazy. Anyway,
Yep.
so we got to meet her, spend a little bit of time with her in
did.
the morning, and then how was Beth Ann able to tour the ship? She came on with you can
It was
sign,
a day pass.
yeah, you can sign
visitor.
guests in to the ship when
Yes.
we're in port. A lot of the crew do that for their families,
hmm
and
Daniele had done it for his family that came to visit.
I think that's how, well, I think she was part of that group.
Yes, she was.
Right.
She was. That's what I was getting to.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so we left about 9 o'clock in the morning. So we
Mhm.
took a train to London
We did. Nice. That
to
was
visit
fun.
my friend Stephen,
Yes.
and we had the most amazing. He's really good at being the ultimate tour guide.
Yes, he did. He did.
We hit the ground running, and we hit all of the typical tourist spots. I'd been to London before, but Steve had not.
Nope.
And I think this was pretty much the same runaround thing he did with me the last
It,
time. I
it,
was
it
there.
probably because he did perfect. We met him at Waterloo Station, or he met us at Waterloo
Yeah.
Station, and from there we walked across the Jubilee Bridge, and we were off and running. We went over 5 miles in a loop. We went to the west and then back around to the north, and then came back around south and came back across not the Jubilee Bridge, but it was the Waterloo Bridge.
Right.
And it was just fantastic.
We left Southampton at 9. The train arrived roughly an hour and a half later. That's when we were in London. Again, hit the ground running, and then we had to be on the 3 o'clock back. Whoever's camera is on TikTok is foggy.
Foggy. Yeah, no, it's gonna be your camera's got some schmutz. Yes.
Hopefully
Yeah,
that.
it looks foggy to me too. Let me see if I can find a little. Here, hold on a
He's
second.
going to take care of it. Yeah, you can't take care of your thing. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. We're going to try and clear that up. Anyway, had to be back at the train station by 3 o'clock because we got split tickets. So there was a specific itinerary we had to take back, and we are going to go ahead.
Okay, TikTok, hold on. I'm gonna poke you in the eye. Is that a little better?
Oh, that looks much
that's
better.
a lot better.
Thank you for letting us know.
Yeah,
Yes, my optics. I'm really good with the sound, but the optics. I'm not so great at.
little schmutz on the lens.
Anyway, so yeah, we didn't have very long there with him at all, but it was a very nice.
Okay.
It was a wonderful day. We had a great time.
Yep.
And I think
We did. What?
something's going on with it. also like how we're looking on TikTok is
What
a
do you
little
mean?
weird. Like it looks a little fake, so I'm
It
gonna
looks
have to.
there's a filter on. It's got to
Those
be a
must be,
filter.
yeah. I don't know what filter is on Swingers
We
Creek.
don't.
No,
Yeah,
David, it is
we
not.
look really good,
No,
don't we?
Bill. Yeah, not on this one.
YouTube sees us as we are. Hi,
Yeah.
Corey.
Hi,
Hello,
Corey.
hello, Eclipse and Lunar, and
Hi,
pink lemonade.
Hi,
Put a
everyone.
little vodka with that. That'd be great.
Yes. Okay. After Southampton, which was a great day, we were in Bruges, Belgium. And
No, Bill.
yeah, I already answered that.
Okay.
Anyway, so we were in Belgium and we had an excursion where I'm going to post this one later today, or no, I'll post it tomorrow because it'll mess with my algorithm stuff if I post two in the same day. Anyway, we're walking around a random street. We'd broken away from the group that we were with because it was an on your own thing anyway.
Mhm.
And I ran into a woman I met 10 years ago online.
Random on the street.
Random on the street. Like she recognized me. And so we're friends on Facebook, but we've never met in real life. We worked
Hello, BJ.
together. She was part of a fitness and nutrition company. And that's where I met her from because I was taking classes there. And she thought she recognized me, but then when she saw Steve, because she'd seen a couple of, yeah, thank you. That's not the right one. Hold on just a second. We're having, yeah, okay, so we're getting rid of the trolls. And just in case you're curious, that is Bill David on TikTok and some London something on, I don't know where these people come from.
Well, you know.
Anyway, so it was just really cool. We met her, had lunch with her. I
Okay.
already blocked him.
Sorry.
And now I can't. There we go.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi again. Jesus Christ.
Yep.
I apologize. We're having issues blocking people.
What?
I don't know.
Okay.
Keep talking, Steve.
Okay. Anyway, we where we at? We were in London. We no, what was in? We met your friend, is what you were talking about, and so it was just a random. And that was in Belgium,
Mhm.
so it was pretty neat.
Thank
Pretty
you,
neat.
Dana. I appreciate that. Could
And
you mind? So flowers, I do want to break. Yeah, so this is the look I'm going for. This is actually young girl goes into her mom's jewelry box and tries on all of her jewelry at once. That's the look I'm going for. Bullseye says their parents were with us in Bruges yesterday, and they're sailing on the Norwegian. Oh yes, the Norwegian Dawn was here
yes,
yesterday.
it was. Well, there.
There, yes, sorry.
We're halfway
That's
to
awesome.
to
Skagway. Skagen, sorry.
Denmark. We're halfway to Skagen, Denmark today. So
Skagway, this is a funny, Skagway is in my brain because shortly before we started the live, I was looking up some cruise news to see if anything was interesting was going on. And there was a mudslide in Skagway that kept hundreds of cruise passengers who were on tours from getting back to their ship.
Yep.
So in some cases, they literally put them on another ship until they could meet up with their original one. Hi, Beth. Oh, we were just talking about getting to see you the other day. It was such a good time.
Yes,
I'm so glad you're here. And I'm so glad you were there.
yes.
And so, yeah, literally hundreds of cruise passengers were kept from getting back to their ship who were on private excursions. Some of them, like I said, some of them they put on a different ship later after they were able to get around the mudslide, and some of them they had to do other
Keep
stuff.
trying to join, but it keeps constantly buffering.
How frustrating.
Yeah, and we got a clear day, and it's a bit windy. I don't know.
We're in the English Channel, I think.
Actually, we're in the North Sea.
Oh, sorry, North Sea.
Yeah, North Sea.
On the way to
Skagen,
Denmark, and then Germany after that. That's where we're going. So hopefully Beth Ann will get to join. Thank you very much for being here.
Yeah. Thanks for all of y'all being here. This is fantastic.
All right. So we don't have anything planned for Denmark or Germany. We had some of we've talked about this before, the panoramic tours private boat or a cruise ship. We're on a cruise
Cruise
ship, Dana. We are on the Royal Caribbean Ultimate World Cruise, Serenade of the
Mhm.
Seas. So, yes, so we had a couple of panoramic
Yeah.
tours, and if you know anything about the panoramic tours, basically you
Sit in a bus.
sit in a bus for 2 or 3 hours and just drive around and look at stuff from the windows. And we don't like doing tours like that. So
No.
we've kept all of the ones that are like walking tours or on your own tours, and some where you get to go specific things. There's one, I can't remember which spot it was, but it had something to do with Hans Christian Andersen, and I'm a huge fairy tale buff, so we're doing that one, even if it means sitting on a bus
Yeah,
for a
that's
while.
the last day of this cruise.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Kiel, Germany, then? Was
No,
that the one?
was it Rome?
Okay. Anyway,
One of
I
those.
think it's Rome. Um, so yeah, we are definitely going to be doing some surprise adventuring.
Yeah. And
Do you mind if I follow you, Dana? No, of course not. Yeah, absolutely. Please
follow, please.
join the crowd.
Absolutely, we love that.
Absolutely. Um, it was just an amazing couple of days. Getting to see Eileen
Yeah.
yesterday and getting to see Beth Ann after so many years and never meeting in person with Eileen, and then getting to meet Beth Ann yesterday. Hi from Wisconsin. After 7 months of her following along the cruise and being on live streams with each other, it was just it was
Hi,
an
Wisconsin.
amazing couple of days, and couldn't ask for more, really.
Yeah, that's we're coming down to the last 40-ish days, and that's kind of the sad part to it. We know everything's going to start coming to an end.
I
We
got
got
it. Hold on.
And but we still got so many places to see, so many stops, and it's still just a fantastic voyage, fantastic journey, and just loving every minute of it. Right now, like I said, we're in the North Sea, headed to Skagen, Denmark, and just look at this behind us. Just look how beautiful this is.
So Dana's asking, how long is a cruise? 7 days or longer. So this one was is 274 days, and we have about 40 days left.
Yeah.
So
We started last December 10th, 2023, and we've been just cruising around the world. It's been fantastic.
Sorry, I keep walking out of the shot because I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing.
What?
Nothing. I don't know. What do we do today? So today was a sea day.
Yes. Oh my
we're a little
gosh,
scattered. We got to sleep in for the first time, and I don't even know how long,
Mm-hmm.
which was awesome. And we had lunch with our friend Anthony Antoine,
We did.
and we worked on he created what's the word I'm looking for? A theme song
Yes.
for me and himself in the past. He's been using his quite a bit, and I wanted something. The theme song he made for me is mostly related to the cruise, and since the cruise is almost over, I wanted a new one. So we coordinated and did a new song.
No,
so
no serious storms, no.
Yeah. So
fortunately,
all of my videos are going to have the new theme song coming soon when I start putting those together.
it's really
Serious
good.
storm, so not really.
Not really. We had some when we went.
Drake Passage.
The Drake Passage was
Tasman
rough,
Sea.
of course. Yeah, Tasman Sea was rough. We hit a few other areas that had some pretty good
What's the one we
swells.
did recently? There was one where I remember Shannon saying that she got.
I think it was just when we went past Madagascar.
Okay.
We did
that's
have
not
some.
the one I'm talking
No,
about.
well,
but yeah,
there was a storm. There was a storm hitting Madagascar that caused some waves, some swells out away from it. So it was a little bit rough there. But
what was the port we were at where we I think it was in Africa where there was a storm going on. We got all that lightning and stuff.
Oh man, I can't remember which one that was.
So I guess we weren't at sea when we did have the one really big storm that hit. So we were still in port docked. And in fact, it kept us from being able to leave on time.
Yeah. Yep.
Hi, Tam and Bobby. Good to see you. Hi, Blessed. I feel really unprepared for this.
Hello, Abyss. Hello, Kim Stark.
So, do you guys have any Sri Lanka?
Lanka,
Yeah,
all
you're right.
right.
I think that's what
Yeah.
it
Oh
was.
yeah.
Kim,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
thank you.
Yes.
And Abyss, hi. Thank you for liking and subscribing. I
Cool.
want to go and do the Alaskan cruise. I think it's 14 days. I believe so because of the distance you have to go. So
Yeah.
most of them I think start in Seattle, and depending on the itineraries, I think some of them might be 7 days. And if you heard earlier, there was a landslide in Skagway
Thanks, Abyss.
that kept a bunch of people from being able to get back to their cruise ships. So they had to do some extra logistics for those.
Yeah.
And I need to read the written report. All I saw was a video clip. So I definitely need to read up on that. I grew up in Alaska, so that stuff is usually pretty interesting to me. Anyway, I'm gonna tilt this just a little bit. So what did you think about your trip to London as your first time there?
It's fantastic. Even we started riding the train. First of all, we had to find our way to the train station from the ship from the
We
port.
walked.
Yeah, we walked, which is not a big deal. And I punched into Google Maps for the train station. I typed in train station. It led us to the bus station.
It did.
Fortunately, the train station was just around the corner, about another quarter mile maybe at the most. So it didn't impact us too much. But yeah, thanks.
I
Google.
was really nervous that we were going to be late.
But we got there, plenty of time, got on the train, and it was an hour and a half-ish ride.
Yes, London was also really crowded. Like
It was.
I mean,
It was.
it always is crowded, but
Yeah.
especially like I've been there a couple of times, and today it just seemed like yes, that's my husband. Whether he wants to be or not.
Yeah. No, I do. But London was fantastic. I'd never been to London, and what Stephen, the tour he took us on was just fantastic.
And randomly, we got to see the changing of the guards.
We did. We saw
without even planning
the changing of the mounted guards was really neat. We got to see that. But anyway, but it was all that was neat. Then we went over closer to Buckingham Palace, and we were actually closer. I guess it was to the barracks, and they were actually changing out the shifts. And we saw the last part of that, which was neat. Seeing the guys with the hats and the uniforms they wear. It was really cool. Really
the
cool.
horses too was the first one we saw was
really neat.
I was pretty far back, so I didn't get to see too much of that, but it was nice.
Yep.
I did get video of it because because Stephen is taller than me, so I gave him my phone and he was able to shoot over.
Yeah, that's her friend Stephen. I was just a little bit down from him, and every time I'd get situated, some of the people in front of me would move, so I'd scoot forward, scoot more forward, and finally I was up on the front row again. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, London was really interesting for the first time to ever see it. Of course, we saw the eye from the river, from the bridges when we were crossing. But we saw Buckingham Palace. We went through that. We stopped at a couple of pubs, had a nice lunch, then went over to another pub and had a nice beer. So that was great. That was great. Let's see, what else? What else did we see? We saw the government offices. We didn't see 10 Downing Street, but we got a picture of 12 Downing Street. So
let's talk about the stuff we didn't get to do because we didn't have enough time. Because this is a repeating theme on this cruise.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, it's absolutely awesome, but we never have enough time in any one location.
Yep.
So we didn't have time to do the eye.
No, we saw it.
Yeah, we saw it, but we didn't have time to do the ride. And I didn't get to try mushy peas again.
Mushy peas?
Yes, mushy peas. So fish and chips and mushy peas. Did you get to see the Cliff of Dover? Did you see that?
Yes, we did. We actually did see the cliffs of Dover because we cruised past it.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha. We cruised past it. We came through the
so not from
through the English Channel. So
that's right.
I couldn't quite see them from the beaches on Normandy. I couldn't see them from there, but still, we did see them. We even though it was a little bit, I think it was a little bit starting to get dark when we cruised by.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, you're right.
Yep.
So yeah, fish and chips and mushy pea. I ordered something healthier.
Anyway.
But I should have, because I have never been able to repeat the London fish and chips experience since the last time I was there.
But this trip was neat.
Was there
Really
anything
enjoyed
else that you would have wanted to do?
it. Oh man,
I know it's kind of hard to say
love to
like
just spend like a month in a lot of different countries.
in the UK.
In the UK, but I'm not just there, but not just England, not just Ireland, not just Scotland, but all of Europe. Just time there to travel and to take in the
Bobby
sights.
says meat pie and a pint. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
exactly.
The just cruise and get to see the countryside. Rent a car, and cruise around.
When we were in Bruges yesterday, so we didn't do any um, research before we got there because we figured we'd get a little bit of a tour, and we
Yeah.
did, but there was so many people, it was just really frustrating. They dropped us off at a bridge, and the Lovers Lake or something,
Lovers Lake,
or
something
Love
like
Lake of Love was
Yeah.
on the other side of that. And since we went around the backside, we never
Mhm.
made it back there to see the lake. We got some good shots from the bridge and the Gunpowder Tower.
Gunpowder Tower. We saw that,
We saw that. We got pictures of that.
and that was just before
The
you.
architecture was the
Oh
coolest
man,
part
it
about
was just so
Bruges.
beautiful. Everything, all the old original buildings were still there. It
Yes,
hadn't been touched by World War
Anthony.
II. Is that Anthony? Is that the
It's,
Anthony we know?
I,
Did flash up?
that's not the right picture, but it says to invite him as a guest. So
Oh,
I don't know
okay,
what that
okay.
Anyway, so
But no, it was just a beautiful, beautiful old town, and just truly amazing, truly amazing. And the chocolate
oh yeah,
and
and the waffles.
waffles.
The waffles.
We had waffles.
You had which
They were
one did you?
delicious.
I had basically strawberry with
The
whipped
one I
cream
had,
waffles, and you had
I can't. It
it had caramel.
was like the Bruges Belgian waffle. It was this kind of just a. It
I
had
don't
some
remember what it
crunchies.
was
It
called.
had
It had
it
nuts.
was
It had caramel,
decadent.
and it had ice cream and whipped cream.
Yeah,
And so I
yeah,
tried a little bit of it. It was
yeah. It was a low calorie version.
really
So they said.
absolutely. Yeah, they said when you eat Belgian waffles in Belgium, they don't have calories.
That's right.
So I'm counting on that.
So we need to go back to.
Yes, absolutely. Because we don't get to spend enough time in any one location, as usual. So,
Yeah.
what's so the cool building that we got to see, and we didn't even know, just hide it because the timeout thing's not working.
Go and keep talking.
Okay, so yeah, no, I don't remember what it is. Oh, the cool building that we got to see in Bruges was um, when we were having lunch with my friend Eileen and her son Evan. He is he just graduated from college and he's in the finance field. And he mentioned to us during lunch the place they were going next
Mhm.
was the no, we're from the U.S., not from Canada. Was the monastery where it was essentially the beginning of the concept of
Yes.
having a stock market.
Yes.
So it had something to do with the monks who most monasteries they
Make
sell
beer.
they make beer or products or
Mhm.
they have land so they have crops and whatever and they sell them to maintain
Look at my
their
best life. How you doing?
I bet again. Bobby, can you see me? Yes. I hope so. I can see you, Beth Ann.
Yes, we can.
Anyway, so the idea, so back in the day when ships would sink, very detrimental to any one person's financial
Financial
future. So the idea, the concept of fractional ownership of these ships and the cargo became a concept from this monastery, and it's a radio station now, which is
Yep,
kind of funny. But we walked over to that to get pictures.
we did.
So that was kind of I mean, other than the churches and because there's lots of those, but at this point we've seen about 1,000 churches. So they aren't, they all kind of look the same. I mean, they're all beautiful buildings, but after a while it kind of just blends.
Keep joining the can't see or hear Leah. Oh,
Oh, Beth says, Beth Ann's having an
Yeah.
issue. I don't know why. So I'm hoping nobody else is having issues. I'm guessing we're okay because Bobby can see. Ah, there she goes.
awesome. Okay, good, good. Hi.
I've invited you, Beth Ann, but if you're just buffering, it's probably going to be even more frustrating for you.
Exactly. I can see. Thank you, Christy. We're glad you can. Thank you for letting us know.
Beth Ann, we had an amazing day with
Yep.
you,
It was great meeting you.
and it was great meeting you, and I'm so glad that you came. It's amazing to us even still, how many people care about what we're doing on this, and
Yeah.
I'm glad that you all do. It's been great.
Yes. Yes, it has.
Okay, so I guess we can answer some questions that, I mean, first of all, if anybody has any questions that aren't inappropriate for a public setting, let me
Yes.
tell you, you two people. Um, but if anybody has any questions about us or the cruise, we're happy to answer those. But a lot of people are asking us, what are we going to do next?
Hmm.
So we can address that. Did we do our Polaroid? Yes, we
Yes.
did our Polaroid.
Yes.
Are you still working on your book about the cruise? Yes, I am. I have not been able to work on it much in the last couple of weeks because
Yeah.
we've been way too busy.
Yeah.
But in the next segment, we have not this. Let's see, one, two. Between now and August 9th, we have one sea day.
Yep.
And it's 3 days from now.
Yeah.
That's it. So
Yeah.
we're basically doing a full-time job.
Yeah, we
7
did this.
days a week.
We did. Yeah, we've been hitting very few sea days, and
But on the
every,
next one, we have more. So I'm
yeah.
planning on doing a lot more work then. We also, in Amsterdam, we're going to be meeting up with another friend of mine. So we haven't canceled it yet, but we're going to cancel the excursion we have planned there. I think it was a canal cruise
I
or
think so.
sightseeing thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, so my friend, and also a friend that I'd never actually met in real life. We used to play video games together online. Next one, we only have wow, Bobby, don't tell me that. So Bobby's saying that we only have one sea day
Yeah.
on the next one, which
Hi,
really,
Brooklyn.
and see that's Beth Ann's picture. I don't know what's going on with this.
Yeah.
It's just really weird. But Brooklyn, if you really are here, hi,
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
to see you. So I'm trying to plan time to write. I'm also trying to plan time to update my blog, which I also have not done since I think January,
Hmm. Hmm.
and my journal and all of that other stuff. So it's been kind of hectic.
Yeah. Crazy, crazy.
Somebody
Busy.
took a nap today.
I did. I was exhausted. We slept in late, went to lunch, and just had to take a
And
nap.
then had the after lunch snoozing, so he had to take a nap.
Yeah.
Tonight we're having dinner with a couple of friends
We are.
and their
We are.
family, so we are looking forward to that.
And we appreciate all the love, everybody.
Well, oh God, yes, thank you so much. And that's interesting. Hi, Salty. I would love a nap. I hear you, Beth Ann. Okay, so doing next. So we'll be going home after this, even though we really don't want to.
We don't want to get off the ship. We're ready
Definitely
for another lap.
have some business stuff to take care of. We're looking at selling
Yeah.
the place where we're currently living and to buy
Yep.
something in another location. We're not really sure how long that's going to take or how that's going to work out.
Yeah.
So we're probably probably rent for a little while
Possibly.
and
Try to relocate. We got a few other. There again, we've been gone. Well, at
Visiting
this point
family.
for 7.5, almost 8 months now. Just about 8 months, and we got to, just keep getting back and getting everything back in line. All of our personal business, and all that good stuff. See some docs. Gotta do some more checkups and all that good stuff.
But then said the most important question is when are you coming back to the UK? We will let you know.
Yes. Yes.
If Royal Caribbean does another world cruise sooner rather
Yeah.
than later, it'll be then. And
Yeah.
if not, we have some plans for 2025. We'll keep you posted.
Yeah. And yes, it's been windy. It's been windy, Bobby.
And Lilia is saying it's 10:30 a.m. on the East Coast, so not quite nap time yet. Yeah, so you'll probably wait until after lunch, right?
Perfect. That's perfect for a mid-morning nap. What are you talking about?
So
We'd love to see some other places, but that'd be great. Thanks.
Thanks, Dana.
Thanks,
for all
Dana.
the questions too.
Yep. Glad you were here.
And Beth Ann, I don't remember. Sound just changed.
Oh.
Nope, that's still on.
Yep. Still on.
Okay.
Receiver's on.
So I'm not sure what's going on, but hopefully it's a problem with the whatever.
Yeah.
And getting better.
Yep.
I think Beth Ann was saying it was the sound was kind of wonky for her too. So
Okay. Oh,
anyway, so we've got some ideas for what the next travel thing is going to be. We're talking about maybe doing a train year,
Yep.
where we do just multiple train trips
Mhm,
across the U.S., Canada, and
Europe.
Europe.
We have the one that is the ultimate train trip.
Yep. And so
That would be the
Orient Express, if they're still doing it. I kind of every time I seem to look, I find different information on the website, so I'm not really sure what's going on there, and I haven't looked in a while.
Thanks, Khaki 12. Appreciate that.
Thank you. So if we don't do the train year, we might do something similar to an Eat, Pray, Love year. We were talking. He doesn't like the way
I don't
I'm
like the
wording it.
name.
He doesn't like the name. We'll call it something
Just
else.
saying.
But basically picking a region and finding a place to land and then exploring that region from, kind of a home spot for 3 months.
Yep.
I want to do 4 months, I want to do 3 months in each location and do 4 locations. But we're not really sure how that's going to work out, what we're talking about.
Yep.
Steve wants to do 3 months in each location, but only do 3 locations and then have a month home in between, which practically might actually be the better idea, even though I want to do immersion, right?
we'll have to see how how it lays out when we start trying to plan it. So
but what we've learned from this is after a certain amount of time, you just get exhausted. You don't have the time or the mental capacity to put the videos together or to write the stuff you need to write for the blog or any of that stuff. So practically, he's thinking from an administrative person, dealing with banking, taxes, whatever stuff comes up. Stuff. But yeah, from an actual practical, pragmatic side for getting things out there. Are these trips real expensive? It depends on how you do them. The whole 9-month cruise, the base price started at $60,000 for if you purchased it as a world cruiser. But people got huge discounts if they booked them as individual sailings because they didn't get all of the perks that came with being a full cruiser.
Right.
So
yeah, you lost some of the experience, so to say.
Well, the Wi-Fi, the drinks package,
the wonder
access to the
trips if you were
laundry,
a
and
platinum.
some of the excursions.
And
Again, you only got if you were doing the full
the 4
9-month thing.
escapes that they gave us. So yeah, there was a lot of incentive to go with the full world cruise, but it just it depends on how you look at it. Yeah.
And when we were doing the math on this, when we first heard about it, it was kind of like, well, how much does it cost? We've lived in some expensive cities before, not now, but I used to live in Dubai, very expensive city. Yes, the laundry is the big one. I agree.
Yeah.
Being able to wash your own clothes or having somebody else do it for you. Anyway, being able to have clean clothes on a regular basis is huge.
Yes.
And not having to do it in a bucket in your room because that's really frustrating.
The wash tub.
I mean, some people do, and that works for them, but there's so much going on, it's kind of exhausting. So, so that's what I equated it, like I said, with living in an expensive city. So easily.
We had room, we had food was included. We had a gym access to. Live restricted for some audiences. Must be location.
I have no idea what that is.
Visibility restricted for 10 minutes.
Hold on, give me just a second. I'm reading some stuff.
Yeah, we're trying to decipher something out on the FB side, or TikTok side.
What the restriction will be removed once you turn on the content disclosure setting. I don't
know what it is.
Okay, I guess I'm turning this on.
Own brand.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on. It wanted me to disclose that I'm promoting my own business. I'm not doing that, so I have no idea what's going on. Anyway, TikTok is being really weird lately, and I'm not sure why. So, and I completely lost my train of thought. So
We
don't know what
the
we're
life
doing for
for
the
a
travel
year.
stuff.
but then you had the food, you had the
Oh,
drinks, you
yes.
had the Wi-Fi, you had the gym,
Gym membership.
you had visiting all these different places, and on top of that, you had some free trips thrown in there. Now the regular excursions, of course, we did pay for those ourselves. That was part of our budgeting that we did, and we've gone back through and canceled a bunch of them and got refunds. So yeah,
Queen
it's
Queen Dobby is asking where we are currently. So we're in the North Sea and we are
yep.
headed to Denmark. And Mimi, to answer your question, this is the look I'm going for. I'm going for little girl goes into her mom's jewelry box and tries everything on at the same time.
Oh, prices of things that restrict.
Okay,
Okay, thanks,
gotcha. Okay,
AJ.
so sorry, Kari, we can't talk about pricing anymore.
Yeah, but thanks, AJ, for that tip. Appreciate it.
That helps. Okay, so from now on, I will remember that for the next time.
Yeah,
Because we do like to answer everybody's questions, and that's a legitimate
it is a legit question.
thing to ask. So
Yeah, I guess now the only thing we could do is refer you to the RC's website.
Yeah, so Royal Caribbean has it's still up on their website. If you go to the Ultimate World, specifically the
Yeah.
Ultimate World Cruise page, it will show you what the breakdown is. And again, thank you, AJ, much appreciated.
Yep.
So yeah, so going home, taking care of some housing stuff,
You know,
and
just
then
general business stuff.
general business stuff, and then
The rat killing, as my dad used to say.
and planning the next trip.
Yeah.
That's going to be the big part, because one of the nice things about this is that all the locations were planned for us. We didn't have to do any of that. You could put fingers up with the amount. Oh. I'm not taking advice from you, Beth Ann, because you got restricted for talking about crabs. So I'm not taking your advice on this one. Anyway, so the next one we do, we're gonna have to do, 19.
Newfoundland. All right.
Oh, that's great, Molly.
Yeah.
I hope we get to see you there. I'm not sure how close we're going to your location, but that's cool.
Yeah. Okay. So what now?
I don't know. What do you want to talk about? Again, taking questions from anyone about any appropriate subjects for a live stream.
That's true. Look, the beautiful scenery we have.
That's our view
Just
every day.
wish it was a little bit warmer. Since we're going a little bit north.
You had to put a sweatshirt on.
Get a little bit cool.
I'm always cold anyway. So.
Oh, you're Alaska, so.
What has been your favorite country?
Oh man. See, we always get that favorite port, favorite country.
So the favorite port, well, it wasn't even a port. The favorite location was Antarctica.
Yeah.
And we were just talking about this yesterday, because I was saying we needed to, and I can't remember it. I'm going to. Do you have a home base? Yeah, we're out of Texas right now.
Yeah.
Where are we? We're in the North Sea right now.
Yep. Headed up to Skagen, Denmark.
Our home base is in Texas now. Well, actually, that's not going to change. Has the weather been reasonable? Actually, we've been really lucky.
The weather's been beautiful. But
the favorite port was actually Southampton. Yes, absolutely.
Yes, Beth Ann, it was.
Indeed. Hi, Letitia. There have been so many really beautiful ports. Moorea, French Polynesia was incredible. Oh my
South
God.
Pacific. I mean,
South Pacific
all down through there. Sydney was beautiful. Just everything. I can't pick a favorite one, but the favorite sites, number one had to be Antarctica. But that's kind of unfair because
right, it's not a country, so
it's not a country. But the scenery was just amazing.
And
the blue,
something
the
you
ice.
don't get to see in very many places.
Yeah.
Have we gotten tired of cruising? Have you built long-lasting friendships while on this voyage?
First one is
no,
and the second one is yes.
So, I love South Pacific. I've never been to Australia yet. So let's talk about this for a minute, because this is aren't you tired of it yet? And we are not. And up until probably month 6 or 7, most of the people that I talked to felt the same. It's no, we're having a blast. We're not tired of this at all. About the 6-7 month mark is when a lot of people started going, I'm over it. I want to go home. I want to see my dog. I want to see my grandkids. I want to, I want to sleep in my own bed. The closer you're out of the break.
Because we're standing so close, because standing like this, we both got to be right here. Stand back a little bit. It gives us a little bit of.
And as far as long-lasting friendships, yes.
Yes,
So
absolutely, absolutely.
I made, sorry, Carla, but I did meet a new BFF. So now I have two BFFs. Um, so Carla, you will always be my BFF. But Anthony Antoine, he's my BFF. I'm
He's
not.
a good guy.
I don't know if I like. Do I call him brother or cousin or whatever? Anyway. But also lots of others. Jenny and her husband have been amazing.
Yeah.
Love spending time
Renee
with
and
them.
Tom.
Renee and Tom as well.
Yeah.
Carolyn and her husband John.
Carolyn and John.
Um,
It's just, again, it's like the ports. There's just so many we've gotten to know over the time we've been on the ship. There's just some wonderful people.
He is a sweet soul. He is
Yeah.
so um, positive about
Mhm.
everything, and I kind of need that because I get to be you too, but more me, I guess. We have a tendency to be grumpy people sometimes. Yes, so I love spending time with him. He
Yeah.
makes my heart happy.
Great guy, great guy. But yeah, there's just so many people had the chance to meet, get to know
And
on the
lots of
ship,
people,
and
even
it's
though
just
we don't
wonderful.
have like super close friendships with, we'll probably stay in touch with just
Yeah,
because
yeah,
of how we started this
yeah.
trip together and we're doing similar
The-
things in our life.
And yeah, the common thread that runs through all of us is the adventurer spirit.
Yes.
And we've all
Yes.
talked about it from time to time, but that's why a lot of us got on the cruise for 9 months to go around the world, was the adventurer spirit, the chance to do this that hadn't been done previously this long of a world cruise.
Because you don't sign up for something like this unless you are,
Committed.
yeah,
And
you're adventurous.
and not
you
committed to the booby hatch, but just committed to doing something like this. But no, it's been fantastic, and finding other adventurous spirits is wonderful.
Very nice. So Lily is asking, what's the first fun thing you want to do when you get home?
Oh gosh, oh gosh, fun thing.
I want to see the family and
Yeah,
the dog.
yeah.
So this
I
is
was thinking
it's we have we have kind of a complicated relationship with our puppy dog. So and Queen Dobby, I'm going to address that in just a minute. So we had a puppy dog named Pete,
Hmm.
and Steve and I kind of both unexpectedly ended up going overseas. So
We had to find other accommodations
yes, we had to find a place for rent a place for
Or-
for Pete.
for Pete. Yes, yes.
And eventually, because a couple of situations didn't work out, and he ended up with a lady named Cindy who lives in his hometown near his mom,
A wonderful lady.
and very wonderful lady with a very sweet heart. And
She does on what she does is grooming and pet boarding.
yes,
So she loves Pete,
and
and
so when we got back, she didn't want to give him back. So we agreed to shared custody. And so whenever we go,
he loves her too.
he
So
loves her too. And
and he has a job there.
we live in an apartment. He's a pit bull terrier, American Staffordshire
American
Terrier.
Staffordshire Terrier.
So he's a medium to big dog, and he loves us. We took him out a lot, lots of dogs parks and stuff like that. But at Cindy's, he's got more room to roam. He has a job to do there.
He does.
Because
He
most of the
vets he vets every single dog that comes in, make sure they're okay.
yes, and all the other dogs are really little dogs.
Yeah.
So he's kind of like
Yeah.
the leader of the pack, and they all love
Yep.
him too. So Queen Dobby says, "I'm amazed that no one ended up pregnant." So this is funny, and I remember reading this on somebody else's blog, or she posted it in the Facebook group. So she did get pregnant on the cruise, but she also wasn't a world cruiser. So she had made I think she was on the first segment, or maybe one of the first couple of sailings, and I think she found out or figured out she was pregnant. Either
don't
when
look at
she
me.
was,
I don't
yeah, I don't know anyway. Either when she was on the trip or she got pregnant on the ship. But anyway, she didn't get pregnant on. She found out she was pregnant because I think she said she just had the baby. Or anyway, so I guess she didn't get pregnant on the trip, but she found out she was pregnant on the trip. But since she wasn't a full world cruiser, there was no like, oh, you have to get off or whatever.
Yeah.
So because she was already getting on. Letitia's saying, have you been gone 7 months? Wow, and just traveling that whole time. So jealous. Yes, we have been gone for 7 months. We only have, in fact, a little more than that because we only have about 40 something days left.
Yeah.
I can't imagine the post cruise sway. Sway for days after 7 acres. So we get off on land all the time, like
Yeah, we do.
almost every
We do.
day. And so far, I haven't noticed. But I do
Only
know what
one
you're
time for
talking
me.
about. Somebody mentioned land sickness
Well,
that I've never even heard of it before.
Ushuaia, I experienced it.
Did you?
Yeah, remember?
What was it like? No, I don't
It was
remember.
it was like I was on a ship, and I was starting to get seasick. That's why we had to stop and eat. Remember the
Okay.
French toast?
Yeah, I remember the French toast.
That's why. You don't remember why. She just remembers the French
I
toast.
remember the French toast.
It
And I
was,
remember being hungry.
oh my gosh, that French toast was
was-
almost as good as the Belgian waffles.
Right. It was diabetes on a plate.
Yes, it
And
was.
it was really good.
It was. But yeah, I did experience that, and it completely caught me off guard because I thought, why am I feeling this way?
Yeah.
So.
But other than that time, have you experienced anything else?
No, that was really the only time. But yeah, it was kind of interesting. Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
So far, it doesn't really bother me all much.
Well, I'm glad. I'm
And
glad.
hopefully it won't. I guess you can't really predict when it's going to hit
No.
you, at least from what I understand. So hopefully we don't have any issues with that. Maybe it's because it's been so long. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so.
What do you think?
But
Hi, Kathy.
it's still been a great trip.
Yep.
You know, even with the seasickness that set in a couple of times, I still love the trip. I've really done very well. I used to be really bad with motion sickness.
This is my catchphrase
real
for
good.
the Ultimate World Cruise. Do you remember?
Yeah, I get it. Go ahead.
10 out of 10, I would do it again whenever people ask. So it's another thing we get asked all the time. What do you do with your mail?
Yep.
Let's talk about that one because that's been a nightmare.
It's still a sore subject.
Are they good about rotating the menus? There's a 28-day rotation,
Yeah.
but they don't really stick to it. So
Yeah,
yes and no, I guess.
follow the ship.
Yeah, you can follow the ship on Cruise Mapper.
Yes.
Kim Stark is saying
that's right.
that's where she's been following it, and
Yeah.
the number of ships, ferries, and river cruises going on
Mhm.
around you. Yeah,
Yeah. It's and that I'd found that website before we left.
a lot of people on the ship are using it too.
Yeah, and it just shows each individual sailing shows where you started from, where you've made port, and then where the ends. And once you start a new one, that one kind of goes away. I haven't looked to see if it's archived because I wish I could get the whole world cruise fixed, or I could get one continuous line.
Right.
That'd be neat.
So the next question is, what's the best restaurant on board? So the number of restaurants. So we have obviously the Windjammer. We have the Park Cafe. I'm going, basic going up in the main.
Okay, Tim. We'll see you later.
Bye, Tim.
Take care.
We've got the main dining room, and then for the specialty restaurants, we have Chops, Giovanni's, and Izumi,
Right.
and then of course Chef's Table.
Yeah.
So
in Park Cafe.
I mentioned that already.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. It was in the beginning. Anyway, what do you think the best one is?
I like chops.
Yeah.
I like chops. I like a steak.
I would say Giovanni's, but I almost always order the steak when we go.
Giovanni's has a good steak, a good fillet. But I still think
I do love
chops
the mushroom.
is just a touch better.
I do love the mushroom risotto though at Giovanni's.
Yeah.
That was really good, and I never would have tried that if we hadn't eaten there with Anthony at that time, and he was trying it and let me have a bite.
Yeah. So it's and we've done Izumi's a couple of times. I kind of like it, like the tempura. I'm not much on sushi. I do like tuna, but sushi, the rest of it not so much.
I
But
like fresh sushi.
Yeah.
I don't think they have that here.
I don't know. But
as in, like I caught it earlier that day.
Yeah.
The yellowfin. Well, when I was living in I lived on an island at one point where we could go out fishing, and when you brought your catch back, the restaurant would literally cook your fish for you and feed it to you for. I mean, they charged you for it.
Yeah, but it was what you caught.
So not a.
So AJ, no, it's not included in the cruise fare for the specialty dinings, but the World Cruisers, we did get a discount whenever we eat there. So that's nice.
Yeah, it's like a buy one get one or 50% off.
It's a 50% off for the World Cruiser. So that's another nice thing. It's not a complete coverage of it, but we do get a 50% discount, so that's nice.
Beth Ann got to go into the Windjammer, so that's cool.
Does the same captain and teams down? that they've actually rotated. We've had two captains. We had Captain Stig in the beginning up until what do we,
I
oh
don't
gosh, I
remember.
can't remember when he departed.
Did we have the other one through Africa?
Captain Shell, yeah, we had Captain Shell
through.
because Captain Stig came back, I think, in about Ravenna
Yeah, I think so.
and
Too.
took back over. And he's more of the cold water passage. And
Yeah.
since we're going up to the north now, that's why they brought Captain Stig back.
And Major said, "Oh, you're going to Giovanni's tonight. Awesome." Let's talk about the team though. So the team does not stay here the whole time.
No.
Most of them.
No.
So from what I understand from talking to the crew once we were on board, is that most of them do 6-month rotations where they are here working for 6 months and then they go home for a month or two.
Yeah. Yeah.
1 month or two? Do you remember?
I think it's just one.
I think it's just 1 month. But it sounds like they also don't always know where they're going. They think they're coming back here, but they're not sure, and they don't really find out until shortly before they are going.
Yeah, when Royal starts, giving them their travel
stuff. Yeah,
travel info and flights and all that. So give them the ship that they're going to be joining.
So the neat thing about this cruise, since it's 9 months long, some of the people who left, and keep in mind when we changed itinerary, so when we changed from the Mediterranean to going around Africa, there was hardly anybody passenger-wise on the ship.
Yeah.
Because we dropped down to I think 700
770 was a rough count.
I don't even think it was
pretty close.
Anyway.
No, it was because I was talking to the hotel manager.
Okay. Anyway, around 700 to 800 people. So a lot of people who weren't originally scheduled to go home on leave during that time, they thought better of it because we wouldn't need them, sent them home, and lots of them have been brought back. So,
and so Dan's asking, how far north are you going? Are you going to Iceland and Greenland?
Yes, we are.
We're hitting both.
We are hitting both of those locations, and we are really excited about it.
Yep.
Again, not things that we would probably have ever. Hey, I want to go to Greenland, but having it included in here, I'm really excited that we're going to get to see a lot of places that we probably wouldn't have wanted to go to. And yes, being hard not knowing the plans. Yes, that would drive me absolutely crazy. I like to have a little more stability in my life.
Well,
and I don't.
They know they're going to be on a ship.
Yeah, they just don't know which one or what the itinerary is going to be. And thankfully, at least they tell them so they can pack the appropriate clothing.
Yeah, but of course,
because if you're going to be doing, you're going to be on a ship that's doing Alaska cruises versus the Caribbean.
Antarctica.
Oh, actually, that's a really good idea. We will probably do something like that. And thank you for all the likes, by the way, all the hearts I'm seeing come up.
Yes, thanks for all the love, all the hearts,
really
all
appreciate that.
Everything. We appreciate y'all being here and watching us be goofy and talk. Well, I'm okay.
I love you. Anyway, what else? What else do you get asked? What do your family and friends ask you?
I just send them pictures of beer I'm drinking every now and then. They thumbs up, I've been trying to drink beer around the world basically. Anytime we stop someplace, I'll try and get a local beer. That's pretty good. I've enjoyed that, and it's just a little something.
Mostly the bartenders will recommend the good stuff too, which is nice.
Yeah.
And the stuff that's really local as opposed to that.
Hey, thanks AJ for sharing. We appreciate that, AJ.
Sorry, we were going to talk about the mail. So
the mail.
How do you deal with your mail? So again, Steve and I are used to working overseas. This is not necessarily a new situation for us. So
right.
You put in forwarding for your mail, right? So you send it to somebody who is a trusted family member, which is what we did. And then, but you can do a forward for 12 months, but you have to renew after 6 months. So you don't get to sign up for 12 months.
You used to.
So we both had to renew after 6 months. Well, and actually when we first put in the forward, before we had even left, I got an email from the post office saying, we're not going to forward your mail until you come into a post office in person and show us your legal ID. So last minute in Miami, before we left, we had to find a post office so I could go in and show. And I think it was even a Saturday.
It was.
It was a Saturday.
We only had 4 hours.
And so not all the post offices were open.
We found one.
We did find one, and I did do that, and my forward happened.
So fast forward 6 months, and I go in to renew mine, And I get the same notification. Oh, you must come into a U.S. post office to verify your identity before we can continue your forward. So I called them and I said, there's an issue here. They said, well, yeah, you just need to come in any U.S. post office. I said, well, I'm in the middle of the Mediterranean on a cruise ship. I don't get back to the States until September. What?
Oh, sorry, I just had a random thought. I was thinking,
Military base?
yeah,
We're really close to any of them.
yeah, that's true. We did look at that at one point. So
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
But we
So
did try to work around it because the United States Postal Service has an extra service they provide. So if you want them to bundle up your mail and forward it once a week, they charge you what,
it's a bulk
$40
forwarding
a week or
service.
something.
It still says forwarding in it, and they're still wanting me to verify my identity.
Yeah. And
So
yeah.
I'm going to get my buddy to drill out the lock on our mailbox and put a new lock in and start delivering to our place again. So
favorite souvenir that we've picked up.
we really don't pick up souvenirs.
No, but we've gotten things.
We've gotten things.
I got some really lovely gifts in India from some friends of mine who met
That's
us
true.
there.
That's true.
We got, when we did the Taj Mahal visit, we got some lovely scarves.
Yeah. Yeah.
When we did the Great Wall of China, the guide, the guide company, the tour guide company, had some really amazing. In fact, I'm going to go get them because they're cool. Because we got two. We got one for each, Steve and I, and we gave one to Beth.
Yeah, we gave one to Beth Ann. And we've also picked up a few, traditional clothings from some locations, which is kind of cool. Wear them on formal nights because they look really nice.
I got a Chinese dress from Chinatown in Japan, in Yokohama, Japan. It was really awesome. So this really awesome box.
Oh, Beth Ann, they are beautiful. Yes, you're so welcome, Beth Ann.
These are metal, and aren't these just? I mean, they're amazingly beautiful.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, wow. when he handed these to us,
the Great Wall was neat.
It was amazing.
Yeah, and they built different sections over different periods of time. And it's just truly amazing the construction techniques that they used and that they actually built it. You're going to put this back inside? But truly amazing, truly amazing. It's a wonderful experience, wonderful sight just to see what they did. We've also, what else? Oh, we stopped at wineries are usually a big part of our tours that we get excursions. And I picked up a bottle of cognac, and look forward to cracking that open when we get home.
So I can't bring this out here, but you also bought a rug.
Did
in India.
Good, nice.
And we got some jewelry there too.
Yeah, we did.
And why is the other place, the last place in India, where they had where we were actually etching the marble? We thought about getting some stuff there, but we do have the business card. Sorry,
I cannot remember the name of the place.
No, but we have the cards somewhere. We're saving those. So we may, because they will ship stuff to the United States, so we may do that.
Yeah.
In the future. I'm not big on picking up souvenirs. Like a lot of people collect magnets.
That's a big thing for people. Magnets.
When I used to travel, when I was in my 20s and 30s and used to travel, I would pick up spoons. They're these commemorative spoons that would have the name of the place on the top, and give those to my grandparents because they collected those. We did start picking up postcards for another Facebook friend of mine whose daughter apparently loves to travel. I still haven't figured out how to mail those. I should have mailed some of them from Southampton, Beth Ann. Yeah, we got tons of souvenirs from Royal Caribbean, a lot of which I will probably turn into PDFs, paper type stuff, and not bring with us.
You cross the you cross the equator. You did this, you did that. So
you went to Iguazu Falls. No, we didn't.
didn't.
You went to Machu Picchu.
No, we didn't.
Well, we were supposed to, but we didn't. Anyway. I appreciate you, AJ. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we appreciate you, AJ.
we're at about 59,
Yep.
almost
45.
60
Yep.
minutes.
We're getting ready to the hour mark.
We have a dinner to go to get ready for and go
Yeah.
to tonight.
Yep.
Um,
Yes,
thank
we
you
do.
all for joining us.
Yep. Thanks, Zion Blueski, for sharing. We appreciate everybody sharing our lives.
Sharing and the likes and all of it. I
The
really
likes and
appreciate
the
all of it.
loves and all that good stuff. We really appreciate it. We appreciate everybody over here on the YouTube side too.
And thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that too. We are in the North Sea
Sea.
right now, and that is our.
Yep.
Sorry, since we're signing off in a minute.
Yeah. But
Thank
thanks,
you all.
yeah. Great that y'all are here to catch up with us.
And we do quick updates daily,
Almost daily.
So you'll see us
Sometimes
again tomorrow.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Yep. And Dan, bar crawls, yes. that tends to happen. We'll see y'all later. Adios.